My people, how are they? Okay. So we are live here on YouTube right now. We are live on YouTube and want to just share a few thoughts about what's happening in the gospel industry. You know, for a while now, I've done any video in that regard about all of the noise that's been happening in the gospel industry. The issue about payment. Some people are saying they are charging, some say you cannot charge, you know, and a lot of people actually reach out to ask for my opinion on the subject. In as much as I don't want to take sides with any party, whether to charge or not to charge, it's important that I make it clear that whether you are charging outrightly or you're taking honorarium, as long as you're collecting money for ministering, you're actually charging. That's actually how I look at the matter. It's just that some people just believe that it's spiritual. It sounds spiritual. It sounds serious when you say you don't charge because it's ministry. So whatever people deem it fit to give you, you just collect. However, my argument is always that if you say you don't charge, that whatever people give you, it's fine. Why do you have expectation? Why do you get offended when people don't give you big enough money? You feel like they dishonor you, right? So I feel like if you say you don't charge, if you say you don't charge, you should be able to, take your mind and your heart off the value of the honorarium. If it's 5,000 naira you are giving, if it's 100,000 naira, if it's 10 million naira, it shouldn't matter because money matter nothing to you as long as it's ministry. So if you say you don't charge and you you pay attention to the value of the honorarium that you are giving, then you have been deceiving yourself, and obviously you are living a lie. You are misleading people. And I have it on good authority that there are a lot of these people who claim that they don't charge. They are often disappointed when they are not well treated. So something is not right there. I think that if you claim that it's ministry for you and so you don't charge, you shouldn't be disappointed. Again, that you charge does not mean that what you are doing is less a ministry, right? What defines a ministry is not the the value of the honorarium you're giving or what you're paid. That's not what defines if what you're doing is a ministry or not. It is the impact of what you're doing that determines if it is ministry. What is the value of what you do in the lives of people, right? For example, Kirk Franklin. Are you serious? Okay. I'm seeing people joining me live. That's serious. Okay. So, for example, a Kirk Franklin will charge the hell out of you and will still come for your event to minister. And you find out that Kirk Franklin come for your event to minister, lives will be touched. There will be a lot of, impact in his administration. And I remember the first time I was under Kirk Franklin administration live. It was at the first edition of Experience in 2006, in Lagos, Nigeria. So, I do on live now, and I don't dey use sugar to scatter this live one. I'm coming. So, I was in Cape Franklin event in Lagos, and it was a live event. And while Cake was ministering, by the way, Cake charged, thousands of dollars to come for the event in Lagos, Nigeria. And while he was ministering, I caught a vision, right? That was how my music journey actually started. As I was watching Cake Franklin ministering, I was inspired, right? So ministry is actually the word ministry is the word for service, right? Is the word for edification, is the word for it means different thing to a lot of people. But when you say you minister, it means that you serve, it means that you inspire somebody, it means that you edify somebody. All of this you can do even after charging money, for your service. That you don't charge money for your service does not mean that your service will have more impact, and that you charge money for your service does not mean that your service will have less impact. All right. So the whole of the argument about whether to charge or not to charge, for me, it matters nothing. Every man should run their ministry according to how they are able to sustain the ministry. The reason I personally advise that people charge for the ministry is because I believe that if you charge for the ministry, you can become accountable, you can become responsible, because it will help you to plan, it will help you to put proper structure for your ministry, and that way you don't need to you don't need to beg people to fund your ministry. You don't need to look for help. You don't need to be stranded while doing ministry. So it's important. I will leave it at here right now. I'll do a part two. Okay. All right. So I say in the part two, I'll be talking about something more serious. I'll go into how you can put structure around your music ministry, and one of the structures, part of the structure you put is how structure that actually negotiate for you, so that there's a way you can actually negotiate and people will think that you are all about the money, and there's a way you negotiate for your administration invites, and people can see that okay, beyond the money you are coming to give value. So I'll be talking more on that. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, God bless you. Yeah, how do I end this guy? Yeah, are you sure you want to stop? Okay. Oh no, Baba, thank you, Jerry. I let come match.